All right, so look at this big one, right? We've got a 4-equation, 4-variable system that we need to solve. I just cringe just thinking about trying to do this one by hand. So let's go ahead and let's use our inverse matrices to solve this as a system after we get set up. So remember that our first matrix is our coefficient matrix. Okay, this is going to be a 4 by 4. Remember, it has to be square if we're going to find an inverse. So we've got 5, -4, 3, -2. We've got 1, 4, -2, 3, 2, -3, 6, -9, 3, -5, 2, -4. Then we multiply our coefficient matrix times our variable matrix, which is W, X, Y, Z. Now, remember how matrix multiplication works. We take row times column, 5 times W plus -4 times X plus 3 times Y plus -2 times Z. That's this side. What does that have to equal? -6. Okay, this is our constants. This is the other side of the equation. -6, -5, 14, -3. Now remember, we're going to call this matrix A, this variable matrix as matrix X, and this is matrix B. And I just want to remind us one more time, making sure we understand why we can do what we do. It's not just magic here. Okay, we're trying to solve for X. We got to get rid of this times A. So how do we get rid of times A? We multiply by its inverse. Now, if I multiply by A inverse on the left, I have to multiply it on the left on the other side of the equal sign. So this is A inverse times B. What is A inverse times A? That is the identity matrix. So the identity times X equals A inverse times B. And what is the identity matrix times X? Well, that's just going to be X, isn't it? So again, we get this beautiful simple equation that X equals A inverse times B. So let's go back to our system. Let's solve it. X equals A inverse times B. So X equals, well, now we just grab our calculator. There it is. Now, just to save you guys the pain of watching me type this in, I've already put these two matrices in. I'll just show you where they are. So second matrix, edit. I made matrix A a 4 by 4, and I put in our coefficient matrix. Then second matrix, I edited matrix B. I changed it from a 2 by 1 from the last problem to a 4 by 1, and I put in our -6, -5, 14, -3. I quit out of that. So now we're ready to find A inverse times B. So we're going to go second matrix. We'll choose matrix A. We'll use our inverse button. That's the -1 by the X right there. So A inverse times matrix. Go grab matrix B. Hit enter, and there it is. -2, 1, 2, -1. Okay. So don't end there, right? Let's not forget that we actually need to solve. We need to know what W, X, Y, and Z are. We now know that W is -2, X is 1, Y is 2, and Z is -1. And the system is solved. Pretty neat method to solve systems. I hope you like it. Use that calculator, use your inverse matrices, and have fun.